Anyway, since we've gone all the way across the roof of the castle and gotten to this building, let's see what we need to do here. Oh, don't. I don't know if I would just Link. I wouldn't like randomly attack people. That's. Oh God, is that a normal human? And Minna just rolls her head. I mean, it's like she's in love with whoever this is. Not like literally in love, but in love. Just like she's obsessed with this person. It's almost like she's famous. But I guess he'll do. Really, I had the freaking Triforce of courage. I transformed. I think I'm fine. There's a choice of being a powerful servant. I mean, I've stopped the I've stopped the world from, getting taken over by Ganondorf several times. We'll be okay. No, you're right, Mid. Okay, you're right, Midna. I really don't know what's going on here. You tell me. Funny. The game title is mentioned here. Interesting. Of course, if you played the game, the person we're talking to, you're gonna find out in a second, that's not the Twilight Princess, technically speaking. Well, she's still a princess, but she's not the Twilight Princess as far as I'm concerned. She's just kind of there because of this story explains it. That's a nice throne room, by the way. Although those guards right there look like statues. Well, I know, like, people who guard are supposed to actually, they're supposed to stand still and actually look like statues, but those guys from far away literally look like they're made of stone. It doesn't look right. Okay, we got a nice close-up of that chick's boobs for some reason. That was... Yeah, guys, yeah, just run head first. Oh, God, those things are... God, not those things. Yeah, good job, soldiers. Just run head first into enemies, without thinking. That'll work perfectly. I mean, if you're gonna, even if you're fighting something that's a little bit stronger than you, go in with a plan. Don't just run in like, oh, kamikaze attack! Ow. Oh God. And I really hope that's a helmet and not the guy's actual face, because that's his face. That is fucking creepy. I mean, look at that. Bulgy eyes with a cross in, kind of a cross in them. That tongue is like 4 times the size of a normal human tongue. That is creepy. Uh-oh. No, don't do that. Well, at least she was smart. At least she was smart enough to surrender and not fight back, because if she had fought back, I think the princess would have been dead too. Oh no. Okay, so she surrenders, but they still burn the castle up anyway, and there's what happens to the people as soon as the Twilight covers land. It's nothing fancy. They just literally become spirits. There's not anything fancy that causes them to really just, there's no like fancy process or anything. In fact, it's so seamless that apparently they don't even know that they're spirits. Which is really weird, because you think they would notice that they're suddenly just scared of these random monsters. It's silly talk. But, how did you remain... Yeah, and see, this chick got to remain the princess of the Twilight just because she, surrendered. They gave her the position somehow, even though she's not really the princess of the Twilight, because she's Princess Zelda, Princess of Hyrule. Don't look so sad. Perpetual Twilight really... Yes, for the other people it is Midna. Are you nuts? And on top of that, Zelda brings news that Midna is being hunted for some reason. And then she just turns around like... What are you talking about? And Zelda, apparently, I guess maybe she has more to say, but she's telling you to hurry up and get out. Because the guards are going to be after Midna. And apparently they're also... I'm pretty sure they would do bad things to the wolf, too, if they saw that Midna had broken out with a wolf. Now, I find it interesting that Zelda actually tells her story, what happened, before she introduces herself. But... yeah. Interestingly enough, in terms of what happens to Zelda, Zelda herself, because of the game, is not really mentioned all that much. Kind of like the Triforce itself, although the Triforce occurred, actually, like I said, it plays a huge role because it's the reason why Link didn't transform into a spirit. In fact, as a wolf means you can actually accomplish something. Believe it or not. Okay, well, we got it. Alright, well, the guard comes rather quickly. Midna gets you out of the building in a hurry. And so that's that. You will see Princess Zelda later on, though. Although, in that time, this area will actually no longer have Twilight on it, so... But it'll still be an interesting situation, I'll promise you that much. Yeah, I know what's going on. Oh, you're gonna send me back? Sweet. So I get to turn into a human and everything. I'm not forgetting. What are you talking about? Oh god, she can transform into those Colin and Ilya? That's creepy. Just like that face she makes right there. Looks like those big bulgy eyes for a second. It looks like she's trying to make Ilya to be out to be some kind of blood cult. I am dyslexic today. It's like they're trying to make Ilya out to be some kind of cold-blooded killer or something. Well, she rudely stole my horse. Does that count? Okay, never mind. Now you get warped out of the Twilight. And we're back in Oregon Springs. Sweet. That'll be the end of that. Thank God that's the end of that. Whoa, wait a minute. I'm still a wolf? What? But yeah, and now the wolf's looking around like, where'd she go? Now, why could that be? Well, it's not explained. It's not at all explained why you are still a wolf. Well, not now. It will be in a minute, in a little bit. Alright, well, let's go back to the village, I guess, and just kind of hang out. What? Well, Midna! Hi. Okay, so... Yeah, I did. Now, because we're in the light world, Midna is now going to appear in shadow form. And because, well, she operates in Twilight, and in the normal light, she can't, for some reason, she can't appear in her Twilight form. Apparently, the way people look in the Twilight is, you know, you can only see that in the Twilight. Makes sense. Never trust words. Yeah, I know. Ain't that the truth? Nobody's trustworthy these days. Now, because I was talking over that, not really explaining this, Midna wants you to find a sword and a shield for her. Although, actually, you're finding it for yourself, as you're actually finding it for yourself, but she wants a sword and a shield. Now, if you remember correctly, you were supposed to deliver a sword to Hyrule Castle. So, maybe somehow as a wolf you could steal Russell's sword? Well, you're a wolf. I mean, you can't really do much else, so why not? You can also steal, well, you can also find a shield probably in town somewhere. I don't know where, but We'll find one. I'm sure someone in town has one. Okay, let's go. What? What am I getting interrupted by? Is that squirrel talking to me? Is that Sandy Cheeks? No. I'm pretty sure this game doesn't take place. It doesn't have a Texan squirrel. That's what video games need more of, Texan squirrels. That hibernate and have their own air dome in the middle of nowhere. Oh, man. Anyway, the squirrel basically, it basically introduces a mechanic that you can actually talk to other animals. And sometimes they will maybe give you advice on what to do. Now, meanwhile, back in Orden Village, you can see that the people seem to not give a crap about what happened to, they don't seem to give a crap about the fact you're supposed to deliver the sword. Not after the event that took place earlier in the morning when the kids got kidnapped by the, guy riding that, that boar. Apparently they've obviously got their priorities in the right place. Of course, then again, you know, even if we could deliver the sword, what's the point? Excuse me while I run around like an idiot for a minute, but this village, what happened here is I'm trying to figure. I know what to do here in the village. Obviously, I know where the sword and the shield are, but the problem is the game actually forces you to trigger them in a certain order. You have to trigger a couple of cutscenes in a set order in order to actually be able to get each item. And if you don't believe me, watch this. Okay, the sword is inside Russell's house normally, so you dig in here, you come out the other side, and excuse me while I get a drink of pop. The sword is on the couch over there, but if you look right now, there's no sword. For some reason. That's because you actually have to trigger a cutscene, and you actually have to get the shield first. Because if you try to go for the sword, even after you trigger the first cutscene, the sword still won't be there. And in fact, I don't even know what happens, but I'm guessing Russell's gonna be inside his house. Would be out inside his house. Now, the reason why they force you to trigger this cutscene is because if you're a first-time player who doesn't know where the sword and shield actually are, if you sneak up on these guys, you have to get really close. By the way, don't worry, they won't see you no matter how close you get. But I wasn't sure. These two actually discuss where the sword and the shield are. Like the mayor tells you. Or no, that's not. Or no, sorry. And this is the mayor and some other guy talking. Oh, and yeah, and they see the wolf and they go running. Now, yes, yeah, you're right. They tell you exactly what to do and everything. And look at that. Man, they're not idiots. You just need to, excuse me, my cough. I got a little bit of cough, but, they're not idiots. In fact, if that wasn't open, we wouldn't be able to get the shield. What the fu- No, I'm not the monster that stole the kids, buddy. Calm down. No, wait a minute. I'm a member of the village. Don't attack me. What are you doing? What the fuck? What are you doing? No, don't, idiot. I'm on your side. So yeah, you're not the only one who can summon the hawk, by the way. And now remember, and now we get to talk to Sarah's cat, actually, who tells you to sneak up behind his master's husband. Because Sarah is actually the cat's master, and that's the husband. So basically, you notice I walked on that rock before. Because I triggered that cutscene, now Midna lets you jump up here and scare the guy, and he just fucking jumps off in the water. You know, buddy, I can swim. I could chase after you if I really wanted to, but no, there's no point in. Let's not waste time. Let's go up.